Alright, what's going on, everyone? So, Mark Rosewater did this very interesting preview panel thing at Comic-Con, as you see, it's right there, Comic-Con. So this is 8 images of 8 upcoming products. There's some weird stuff here, so I'm just gonna go in the exact order that he previewed them. So here's the first one. We have Skeleton Guy. We have a dinosaur arm. We've got cat feet things and a tail. We've got giant flying bats. These bats are giant because if we look over here, this one's got a little rider. Maybe it's a little person. Maybe it's a small bat and a little person. But this is pretty weird. So we think this might be Ixalan. It doesn't look like Ixalan, except for we have the dinosaur, and the big tell for the dinosaur is it is a feathered dinosaur. Ixalan has the more realistic feathered dinosaurs. Other planes have the more reptilian ones. So because it's the feathers, it really screams Ixalan there. And there's some interesting theories with this because we had this card last time. So this is Silent Gravestone. And the flavor text here is made to ward off the Grim Captain and silence the lure of undeath. And if we look at the image, we have the skull, and this little ring thing has these 3 spikes, which if we look back at this guy, we've got the skull, this little ring thing with the 3 spikes. A little bit different, right? So, it's hard to say if that's connected. The design's different. This might be reading too much into it. But we have this gravestone is meant to ward off the Grim Captain and silence his undeath. And is this the Grim Captain? I don't know. But we also have lots of fan theories about this card because it mentions the lost temple of a bat god of night, eternal enemy of the threefold sun. So the bat god, this is actually based on like an actual myth. And we've got the bats. So we've got the bat god reference. We've got a potential Grim Captain reference, and also we have a dinosaur arm and cat feet on a skeleton dude. And it's kind of crazy. We also have his whole face. There's a whole thing back here, very similar. And then we have the gravestone. It's only one-sided though, which is weird. But it's a lot of weird stuff going on. But Ixalan, right? Potentially Ixalan? We think so. Next, we have this one. Lots of interesting things going on here. So we just have a person who's clearly, I say bonded with this basilisk because my first thought was like Ikoria, because, there's the whole monster bonder things where they, Luca, right? Luca, that's what they're called, monster bonders, right? Well, whatever. We have this person, we have a basilisk. And if we look at the armor, even the armor has this basilisk, and the armor is scaled, similar scales. So lots of interesting things going on. What's really fascinating though is what's going on down here. By the way, I'm zipping around a whole lot. If you want to just see these images and not have me jumping around, I'll leave links in the description, and you can look at those alongside me if you want. If you don't want me zipping around, I just want to focus on some of the weird stuff. And what I want to focus on is what's going on down here. So we have, it kind of looks like Mayan, Aztec, Incan ruins, South American ruins, kind of, which again, we would think that would be Ixalan. But then these have like these sort of Roman columns. So some people have said, oh, this is Theros. It'd be weird to return to Theros. So it is very Theros with the basilisk and the columns. But then we have these like domed things down here. And this is relevant, by the way. It would be easy to dismiss this and say, oh, that's just in the background. That means nothing. No, it does. Because when artists do art for sets, even if they don't know what world they're drawing in, they get like pamphlets saying, here's the time of year, here's the architecture for the buildings in the background. So this is relevant back here. Whatever this is the world, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Moving on, we have this art. So we have some riders who are running down some goblins, but there's actually something very telling here. We know what this is immediately because if we look down here, there's 2 things actually. There's the shield, which has the white hand of Saruman, so that's the Lord of the Rings. And also the copyright is Wizards of the Coast and MEE, and that is Middle-earth Enterprises. So this is some sort of Lord of the Rings secret lair or something. Moving on. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this, right. Middle-earth Enterprises. So yeah, there's that. So here's this one. This is the one that I think interests me the most. So I saw this. There's a whole bunch of images, right? And I saw them all in one big block. So I looked at this really quick. And I'm like, all right, there's not much to see here. This is just some sort of assassin thing. What can we even garner from this? There's nothing here, right? And then I looked closer and, well, the attire, the clothes, guys. First off, we have white, red face paint. We have stripes here. We have a corset thing. And then we have this. What does this look like? Guys, this is Rakdos. This is 100% Rakdos. If we look here, right, we have the stripes. Another thing is, if you notice these like armbands here, these spiked armbands, which are right here and also right here. Another important part of Rakdos is like these chains, right? They have these like chains with hooks. Here's some chains. This one has like a whip, but very similar. I believe I have one more here. Yeah, this guy, we have stripes. The stripes, we have the chains. These ones are leading into these like pointy things here. And we also have these straps. And all of this is represented right here. We have the blades on these flingy things. We've got like the barbed wire and this, and we've got the stripes and the corset. And this is definitely very carny, right? This sort of design here. Also, I believe that I have it. Yes, this is Footlight Fiend, and this is a Rakdos foot, which has this little pointy thing here. Which again, if we go back here, we've got pointy. This is Ravnica. This is Rakdos, and it seems weird, right? Like, we're going to return to Ravnica for the 4th time. But bear in mind, Guilds of Ravnica was in 2018. It has been 5 years, so yeah, we might be returning to Ravnica. I mean, this looks like Rakdos. This is Rakdos. It is. This is the Rakdos cult, the guild mage. I don't know why they're in like a assassin's pose here, but I do believe we will be returning to Ravnica. We see all of this, this outfit, you know, this down here. We have this guy, and all of it is right here. So, yep, that sure seems like Ravnica to me. Next, we have the weirdest image so far. There's a lot to look at here. First off, this dude has mutton chops. I mean, gotta appreciate that. He has a camera. This again, I want to say Ikoria because of the crystals, but I don't think so. The hat is very Innistrad-y, but I still don't think we're well, the image right here doesn't look like Innistrad at all. But it's very weird. And if we look, we can look at the camera lens, and bear in mind before we look at this guy, whoever he is, he's in the bushes, and he's not supposed to be seeing whatever he's seeing, right? He's taking a picture of something that he's not supposed to be seeing, and we have some sort of, it looks like a ghosty thing with the green. We've got buildings. They do kind of look Innistrad-y. A dome. We've got this glowy stuff. We've got more glowy green, glowy stuff. It's weird. Is it Innistrad? Is this just a secret lair of some kind? I don't know. We got another image up here that's basically the same. We see these kind of shapes here. There's like some water or something down here, which is here. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what the heck's going on with this. This is just very, very odd. Could just be a secret lair thing. I would bet it's some sort of secret lair. Like this is like a sorcerer's spyglass or something like that, maybe. I don't know, but strange. Next, I don't think we need to talk too much about this. This is Eldraine. This is the next set. This is a Goose Basilisk. I mean, that's just terrifying. We've also got golden eggs down here, right? Very fairy tale-ish. It's also freaking huge. It would be easy. These eggs look tiny, but look at these other geese in comparison to it, right? These are in the foreground. They're closer than this thing is. So this thing is giant. This is a massive, huge Goose Basilisk, which is probably like one of the most deadly things in the multiverse, I have to assume. I can't imagine anything more terrifying than this. So there you go. A multi-headed goose hydra thing. That's I've been saying basilisk. Hydra, right? Hydra is the correct word, but it's terrifying regardless. Next, we have this. So my mind jumped to one conclusion, and I am completely incapable of seeing anything else here, and that's Redwall. We have a little mouse. We got a sword, got a cape made out of a maple leaf. I mean, that's just adorable. And then a giant wolf. And if you're not familiar with Redwall, the whole concept of these Redwall, this is a book series, a children's book series. It's basically epic fantasy, like Lord of the Rings, but it's scaled down to animal form. So the heroes are all like mice, and they go on epic quests, but the quests are on a small scale because they're mice. Now, I have another image here. It's a fantasy with small mice and woodland creatures. And I mean, we look at like this art, and we look at this art, and then we see this, and it's just like, yeah, I just see Redwall here. Apparently there's some comic book with a mouse high fantasy thing, but the art looks so different. I'll put it on screen. I would think if they were going to do this, if they were like making a secret lair with this, it would be in the same art style. This doesn't need to have the same art style because it didn't really have an art style unless we're counting the covers. But you know, it's a book series, so the art style can be whatever. Something to note though, we talked about copyrights earlier, and there's no extra copyright. So if this is a secret lair for, like, the only Universes Beyond thing is that Lord of the Rings thing. This is the only one with a different copyright. So I assume if there were any other Universes Beyond things, that they would have separate copyrights. But this doesn't, so does that mean it's not Redwall? I don't remember a flaming wolf in Redwall though. But that's all I can see is Redwall. So, I don't know, we'll see. So here is the last one, and once again, seems very Innistrad. I think it's too tempting to just relate all these images to stuff we've already seen. We're going to get new stuff. But my first thought when I saw this, we have a person in a weird hat that's kind of, is it supposed to be have fire, or is this just weird? We've got skeleton hands. He's on a cart. What are these? What the heck are these? Like, what's that? The buildings in the background are kind of indistinct. Could be anywhere, to be honest. But I saw this, my immediate thought was, this Darkest Dungeon 2, but there's no person on the front of this card, it's just horses. So, what is this? What's going on with like, even this is weird, right? Why are these so orange? Why is this hat like this? With these points, it's like empty. Very, very strange. I think this is going to be a new original plane. I do not think this is going to be Innistrad, even though it's a little bit Innistrad-y with the hat, but I don't think so. This just looks like Redwall. I can't get past it. It's Redwall. I know there's no extra copyright, but god dang it, it's Redwall. This is Eldraine. I think this is going to be one of those weird secret lairs. Like we've seen this one secret lair where it's like, you know, they're cards that have like a unique twist. Right? I think that's what this is. I don't think this is a plane. It could be, but it's such a weird, like, why is he taking a picture? I don't know. It's weird. This is Rakdos. This is Ravnica. We're returning to Ravnica. This is Middle Earth. This is a Middle Earth secret lair or something. This, I think, might be a new plane as well. And this is Ixalan. So, yeah, I guess we'll find out very soon what all of this means. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I probably did. Probably missed some very obvious stuff, but I'm definitely excited to see what some of the stuff is from, because there's some weird art. So yeah, we'll see very soon. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.